I have got a serious case of the Monday.
Y'all ready for the big show?
I hate Mondays.
I don't work Mondays.
Say what?
Talk about a case of the Monday.
Listen, I say we don't air this show.
What are you talking about?
As they say in Hollywood, the show must go on.
It's Monday Madness.
This is the show for you.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Inside Out may be the first Pixar film not to debut at number one, but its strong $91 million domestic launch still ranks as the second highest opening weekend in the studio's history. The Peter Docter-directed film blew past early tracking expectations of $60 million and ended up finishing a close second to Universal Pictures' Jurassic World. The latest installment of the dinosaur franchise added an estimated $102 million to its total in the United States and Canada, the second biggest haul in history for a film in its second weekend, behind only the $103 million that Marvel's The Avengers scored in its weekend number 2 in 2012. Jurassic World, by the way, raised its worldwide total to an estimated $981 million. When Comedy Central chose Trevor Noah to take over for Jon Stewart on The Daily Show, it was a little surprising that they didn't go with someone who people already knew. But as it turns out, they almost did. The New York Times is reporting that the network talked to Chris Rock about the position, and he did consider it. But he only wanted to do it for a year through the 2016 election, and then give it up to a more permanent host. That, of course, didn't end up working out. They also called Amy Poehler, and a source says, quote, they were pretty much expecting her to say no, and it was the quickest no in history, unquote. Brian Williams is being sent to MSNBC when his suspension is over. Damn, I know he told a few lies, but it's not like he killed a guy. Even prisoners at Guantanamo Bay are like, wow, sucks to be that guy. It was announced over the weekend that printed physical copies of Wikipedia will soon be available for sale. Of course, I'm not sure that's true because I read that on Wikipedia. It's alleged that supporters cheering for Donald Trump when he announced his bid for president turned out to be paid actors who got $50 each. And it sure was nice to see Gary Busey working again. By the way, yesterday was New Year's Day on Mars, if you're wondering why Gary Busey is hungover. Former Cosby mom Felicia Rashad turned 67 on the weekend. As usual, she received gifts from family and friends and hush money from Bill Cosby. Arnold Schwarzenegger pranked fans by dressing up like his Terminator wax figure at Madame Tussauds in Hollywood. Tourists realized that the statue was really Arnold when they suddenly got pregnant. Pablo Sandoval of the Boston Red Sox was benched for browsing Instagram during a game. In Sandoval's defense, baseball is incredibly boring. Lamborghini recently unveiled an SUV. In other words, Lamborghini doesn't understand the point of Lamborghini. A new report says that there was a huge jump in the number of hikers who had to be rescued at the Grand Canyon last year. Most of the distress calls had to do with people panicking because they couldn't find a place to recharge their smartphones. The Pope referred to the polluted earth as an immense pile of filth. I'm not sure if he was talking about the environment or the new 50 Shades of Grey book. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out The Being Frank Show starring Frank D'Angelo. Live Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, right here on NSS.